Hey y'all, it's Jen, and today I have my June / Emojiathon wrap up. I did very poorly in my June TBR list of what I wanted to get read. I only ended up reading 5 books. All 5 of those did count for the Emojiathon though, so yay, I completed the Emojiathon. So with that, let's get started. I did not have any 5-star reads this month. My 4.5-star read was Does My Head Look Big in This? By Randa Abdel Fattah, I believe. I checked this book out from the library and I have already returned it, but I did really enjoy it. It followed a girl that made the decision to start wearing the hijab. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And kind of what the reaction was to her through her community, her school, her family. She dealt with that and how she reacted personally to it as well. This book was full of diverse characters, and they were all very well written, diverse characters. I loved these characters, and this also satisfied a prompt for me on the Diverse Bingo 2017. Most of the books that I read this month were 4-star reads. I read Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. I listened to this on audio, and I loved this book. Cassandra Clare's writing just keeps getting better and better with every new book, and I love the Shadowhunter world that she has created. The Blackthorns are some of my favorite characters out of all of them, and I am really starting to love Kieran as well. This book left you on such a heartbreaking moment. It is gut-wrenching and such a huge cliffhanger. I don't know what's going to happen next. We have to wait till 2019 to find that out. But luckily next year we will get a story. I believe it is going to be part of the Herondales, Tessa and Will's children and grandchildren, I believe. So I'm really excited for that because I love Will and Tessa. I mean, who doesn't love Will and Tessa? So check it out. If you haven't read Lord of Shadows yet, if you haven't read any of these books, start with the City of Bones and read them in publication order by book, not by series. And join me in this lovely world that Cassandra Clare has created for us. Next, we have Night by, I believe it's Ellie Wiesel. And this book, it follows a kid who's about 11 years old when this starts out. And it's about 2 to 3 days before he gets taken off to the concentration camps. Kind of his journey through that, what it was like. It almost reads like a diary. It is not easy content, and it's not one of the better World War II books that I've read, but it is still a captivating story, and it's still well worth the read. Then I have By Your Side by Casey West, and I gave this a 4 stars as well. I love Casey West books, and this one did not disappoint me. I really enjoyed the 2 main characters in this. I mean, it's just a cute contemporary romance with some angst at the beginning. Definitely worth picking up if you enjoy contemporary romances. And then finally, my 3.5-star read for this month was Turbo 23 by Janet Ivanovich, and this is the 23rd numbered book in the Stephanie Plum series. It is a light-hearted adult contemporary, has a little bit of mystery and intrigue and some, if you haven't read this series, I highly recommend it. It is hilarious. Definitely has some great funny characters in it. They get into all kinds of just hysterical trouble, really. But every book, this is the 23rd book, and every one of them, you kind of know what's going to happen. But it's still an enjoyable read, and they are starting to get better. There was a few in the middle there that were you know, kind of boring and felt like the same old story, but this one was a little bit different and I really enjoyed it. So with that said, as far as Emojiathon goes, the ones that I completed was the heart for the romance, the religious symbols for religious diversity, the laugh guy with the little teardrops, the laugh until you cry book, the side eyes guy, which was a book that you're annoyed you haven't read yet, and then the face with the smile and the teeth, which is a book that you have been anticipating. So that does it for me on my Emojiathon and my June wrap-up. If you have read any of these, let's talk about them in the comments below. If you intend to read any of these, let's talk about that as well. Be sure and give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when I post more content. Until next time, bye.